Good evening, and it's a great pleasure to bring to closure this Decentralized 2019. I am Professor Maria Michailidis. I am a member of the newly formed Michailidis Open Focusing Center, part of the Institute for the Future, member of the School of Business of the University of Nicosia. Okay, my topic tonight is related to a topic that I have been trying to investigate for the past 20 years, teaching human resource management, and the investigation is concerned about the psychological aspects that contribute towards development of human resources, but also the technological aspect. And due to time constraints, I will not go over all the transparencies I have created for you. But initially, I will start looking at the new boss at work called in human resources, called artificial intelligence, but also the new block at work, which is called blockchain. And we've heard about both for the past 2 days, beautiful things that contribute for the success of a business. And I will conclude by looking at ways forward. Now, when we look at the development of human resources, we look historically at the Industrial Revolution. It was then, and now is the creation of and boosting productivity and amplifying success with artificial intelligence and blockchain. Even in the past, they were trying to boost success in a slightly different way. Now, in my classes, we regularly talk about artificial intelligence, and we wonder how the interviews will be like by having a robot interviewing us. So, will your in your HR work, will you identify your job candidates through a robot? Would you be able to basically do performance appraisals with your employees by the use of a robot or non-human aspects, contract terminations by hitting a key, or even promoting individuals by actually using artificial intelligence? So how is technology transforming our workplace today? Today's human resource tools, when used properly, have the power of holistically, radically improve our life in the workplace. The search for candidates is done totally different. The experience of talented candidates is done totally different. The work environment is changing dramatically. Our work performance and also the organizational productivity is affected by the new tools that we have in human resources. Thus, technology is currently transforming the recruiting practices, the scheduling of meetings, the social network and interaction, and also that blending between analytical and emotional intelligence. Now, what are the challenges around using AI in human resources and the impact on our jobs? Well, multiple. Okay, according to several studies, recent studies, one from Princeton, we're doing more at work with less, aided all the time by the tools that I've used in the past, but are used now progressively in large quantities by artificial intelligence and blockchain. So today the emphasis in the workplace is to improve human interaction with non-human systems by doing more with less. Wow, so the new kid on the block, the new boss at work, okay, is referred to as artificial intelligence. And when I left you, he says, I was but a learner, however, now I'm a master. So AI is transforming our work. AI is literally everywhere. How we search for candidates, how we get the most out of the employees, of the workers, and how to keep our best employees on the job. So we also try to discover the job match, the job fit. So we have the candidate and the specific job. So in recruiting, we are widening globally the search for candidates for a more diverse pool of candidates, and we are discovering the most promising CVs or resumes by the use of algorithms. So selected examples are Unilever, HireVue, SAP Resume, Matching, Sovereign Parser, and Telecom, and Autumn. And I would love to thank Autumn for their sponsoring this section today on the academic track of the university. Also, a quite important issue that we look at in human resources related to artificial intelligence is that discovery of the job fit and person fit. And it was mentioned in several other presentations this morning, some AI software that is able to read Wikipedia entries to understand the job description, the related skills, and correlate the data with numerous anonymized resumes or CVs that we have uploaded on different sites. So it may rank or re-rank the job openings, and it's quite capable to find passive candidates who are not active on LinkedIn, and also that in that way it boosts replies. AI could also broaden managers' judgment, since it is designed to learn from experience, able to analyze large numbers of data and searching for patterns of those data, help also systematize processes that are often driven by instinct, the hunch that we get, and broaden managers' opinion, and also collect massive crunch data from different sources to find and match the talent. And that's our target in recruiting. Also, continuing on the AI and managers' judgment, this could be assisted in the analysis of employees' emails to identify feelings of job unhappiness, and thus becoming proactive with issues of embitterment. And embitterment is a new field now in occupational psychology, where we look at the negativity that someone builds in due to the work pressure and all other issues that are related to negative aspects. So AI now can actually grab that and give solutions, rectify solutions. So the identification of tendencies towards turnover using variables such as physical distance from the group, lateness at work, length of time at the job, and several other variables extremely interesting to look at to prevent turnover. AI also could broaden managers' judgment and effectiveness by actually looking at some examples. For example, it may overcome supervisors' prejudices. Later on, we could see that maybe the system itself may have its own prejudices. However, overall, we could say with safety that it does overcome human prejudices using Zoom.ai, which is a smart way to book meetings, manage calendars, and get jobs faster. Paradox Olivia, which is assistive intelligence, which is automatically improving the recruiting process from welcome to goodbye. And Tingly Solutions for assisting in gaining transparency around employees' sentiments, and again, a new field in the area of human resource, industrial psychology, occupational psychology, in looking at employees' sentiment, okay? And how are we able to use that sentiment to build up on their potentials and further growth. And this replaces surveys that we have been doing for many years in actually finding and discovering employee sentiment. Veriato, which makes software that logs virtually everything that is done in the computer. So be aware, okay? It determines a baseline for the organizational activities, such as for abnormalities in terms of productivity. And what does it do? It triggers an alarm. So there is a warning to the manager. Now, let's go to the second part of the presentation. And this has to do with blockchain. We've heard a lot about blockchain for the past 2 days. It's a new block at work, and it's absolutely renovating human resources. Okay, and the impact that we have on our jobs. So the demands for blockchain in human resources, it's growing fast. Blockchain is a set of that revolutionizes how human resources, processes, and recruitment functions. Human resources technology, as we have looked at earlier, is transforming our experience, the employee's experience. However, blockchain technology will take that experience even further beyond by accelerating the gig technology. The ways that we could use blockchain in human resources: recruitment, verification of data. It was presented very nicely in the previous presentations. Referencing, smart contracts, employee life cycle in the workplace, secure transactions, attendance, and compliance, and of course, auditing. So here we are, the smart contracts. Okay, and smart contracts give us, in human resources, autonomy, trust, speed, savings, backup, accuracy, safety, and inscription of website documentary safety. And here we are with our blocks, okay, hiring top talent in the workplace with blockchain. If you were here earlier on, Autumn had a beautiful transparency on the board trying to actually analyze what they do from beginning to end by taking the graduates, putting everything on the platform and on blockchain, be able to have transparency, hack-proof, educational verification, smart contracts, and all that process. I was fascinated to see, and also I thank them for that particular presentation. So let's try and sum up by looking at what will happen next. So blockchain and recruitment, as I said earlier, is actually finding the talent recruitment industry, manages costs, it is less costly, removing unnecessary impediments, and creating a pipeline that is quite efficient. From the scope of AI, we have high quality job matches, job fit. It's timeless, effortless, and of course, priceless. But let's look at today's employees, the students that I have in my classes, that you have in your classes, okay? These are the new kids on the block. All right, these are the new employees that were born with an iPhone, an iPad, an iWatch, okay, in their possessions. So these are perennially on the outlook for new opportunities and something better. And they are transforming the labor market. These are the kids who are digital, independent, global, and are also called unafraid. So blockchain is actually accelerating the rise of what I said earlier, the gig technology, the gig employment, the gig economy. Okay, and we have numerous studies that tell us about these gig employees. Okay, they are ambitious. Oops, let me go back and read that. Maybe, okay. They are ambitious. They are flexible. They are not afraid of traveling a lot. They have alternatives. They do piecework. They're mobile apps. They're very, very so-called temporary environmental contingent. And I would like to also share with you the 5 highest paying gig economy jobs for 2019, as posted by Career Karma in June. Number 1, deep learning and artificial intelligence jobs. These are jobs that are very high in demand, and these are the hourly rates in dollars. Blockchain architecture, ethical hacking, cryptocurrency, and virtual reality VR designers. So as far as the warnings are concerned, I would upload them and you can read them. There's tons of warnings, but I will not go over them. The future. The future. We are reimagining our future workplace. I am, my students are, you are. Okay? With blockchain, artificial intelligence, augmented reality, and how this is transforming the way we work. Also, social media, digital culture, social transformation of our workplace. And not only that, what is happening with our social personal lives, but also work lives. Is our work an extension of our social life? A good question to take home and check. Design thinking, becoming culturally different, agile thinking, and experimenting. So, will existing players adapt? Are we adapting? Are we slow in adapting? How many of us are actually looking at AI and blockchain? How many of us trust AI and blockchain? Or will they become obsolete? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Maria. I think we have 4 minutes for questions.
I left that for the awards, but anyhow.
We have
Okay, my time management was right, all right? Okay, I'll take a couple of questions if you wish, or we can go straight to the awards and we can meet outside. Thank you very much. Hi.
Thank you, Doctor, for this interesting
I
presentation.
enjoyed your presentation, really. You are one of the people that actually inspired me to say more things, but I didn't have time. But please, go ahead. You are from the British University of Dubai?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, I guess that we came here to talk about the blockchain, but since you talked about artificial intelligence, how do you see artificial intelligence changing our life to a perfect life? I mean, as an HR manager, for example, I don't have to make interviews, I don't have to send emails, I don't have to go through all of these selection processes. Rather than the artificial intelligence model will do all of this on my behalf. Aren't we missing the human touch here, or the, you know, that 10% human touch that makes the process imperfect?
Okay, I'm a trained psychologist, I'm also a psychotherapist, so without us, there is nothing. So behind every machine, behind every algorithm, there is a team of people, all right? So I'm not worried, okay? The human touch is there. It will always be there, okay? So we are not afraid of losing our jobs. We are not afraid of losing our emotions or our sentiments because we control. We are in control, and we will try and keep that control. Okay, so it's a very good question, and students occasionally ask the same questions, and there is a worry behind it. All right, I wouldn't worry as long as we are in control. Okay, human beings should be in control. Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you once again. And right now, one of the most interesting parts of this session. It's the announcement of the Best Paper Award. But before that, let me remind you that at 7 o'clock we have the closing ceremony at the main room, Olympia. So you are invited to attend just after the announcement.
Okay. So again, thank you for attending. I would like to invite Professor Michailidis on behalf of the Institute for the Future, and Johanna on my right, on behalf of ODEM, our sponsor for the event. So thank you very much, to give the award to the winning paper.
So, and Klitos, I'm supposed to right now announce the paper title, correct? So, yes. And the award goes... Yes.
No, you can read. Konstantina Koki, Stefanos Leonardos, and Georgios Piglouras. Paper titled Do Cryptocurrency Prices Camouflage Latent Economic Effects, a Bayesian and Hidden Macro Approach.
Please stay for a photo.
Congratulations. Very good.
Thank you very much. Thank you. You take that with Thank you.
Congratulations. So would you like to take a photo? Like,
Yes.
come in the middle.
Come in the middle.
One of our favorites.
Good. Our official
Nice.
photographer.
I didn't do that.
yeah,
I
yeah.
have to. I'm sorry, I
There
have
you
to.
go.
Great. Stay one more.
Good.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Thank
Thank you.
Thank